Good evening, everybody. That's right. It's your boy, No Crybaby Rideshare, coming back at you from the lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. Right now, it's currently 12:56 in the PMs and a lovely 82 degrees out here. Yeah, what you see here in the car with me, we got a couple of subscribers, a couple real Vegas drivers. These gentlemen are out here day in and day out hustling. I want to do a new little gig on my channel where I actually meet up with subscribers and or drivers to let you get the real story on how they feel of what's going on lately in the rideshare game, how they're doing out here in Vegas. And they're not here to regurgitate, the same garbage we hear on everybody else's channel. I'm not here to influence them in any way. We all reached out to each other, and I asked them to come on here, and this is LT here. He was one of my, we met online a couple weeks ago, and I told him he was going to be my first interview if he wanted to, and guess what? Now we're here. So, yeah, you're going to hear from the real guys that are out here in the street, not the guys standing around holding their little fake signs and or listening to other YouTubers tell them what they want to hear. These guys will tell you what's really the real deal out here in Vegas and how we roll out here in Vegas. And so I'm going to go ahead and let these two gentlemen introduce themselves, how long they've been driving, and then we're just going to go from there, give you guys the real deal, what's really going on here in Vegas, and how they feel about stuff going around in the country. So we'll let that go. So go ahead, gentlemen, introduce yourself.
All right. And then, so Scott, you want to go first? Or you want to...
Yeah. Scott, I've been driving three and a half years. Been seeing all the ups and downs and that going on. Shit's getting bad, just a little straight up. I'm not bullshitting anything. Every 6 months, you always will see a cut in these wages that, Uber and Lyft are doing. Almost every 6 months. Our guy here will even vouch for that.
Yep, definitely.
Yes. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Crybaby. And this is my first time meeting him ever. Never met him before. This is the very first time. I'm inspired by his videos. He shows a lot of heart, shows a lot of courage, and more important, honesty. And that's something that is missing these days enough. It's respectful, and it's very beneficial for anybody that's trying to do things the right way. And so people who are not inspired on money, everyone wants to make money, that's fine. Okay? Now, there's two ways to make money. There's the right way, and there's the wrong way to make money. And of course, ride sharing is a huge community. Okay? So if too many people that are interested in making the money the wrong way, you're not realizing you're messing the game up for a lot of people, not just you. And you need to stop thinking about yourself, because what a few people do, a few minorities in this industry can mess it up for everybody. Look what's happening in California. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the thing that's happening in New York. Okay, these are minority, how should I say, group of minorities, okay, who are making their voices being heard, okay? And no problem with that. This is a free country, okay? I know that you can do that. Okay, and of course we all know that you can do that. Your voice deserves to be heard. Okay, but keep in mind there's a lot of other lives or a lot of other people that how should I say, who are in this business, who are relying on this. Okay, so your point of view does not represent the whole entire community. You know what I'm saying? So what you do can affect a lot of other people. Unfortunately, that stuff that's happening in New York, the stuff that's happening in California, is just not right. Because ride sharing was meant to be a part-time gig. Yeah, the money was good before. Okay, I'm new to the ride sharing area. You know what I mean? I do it not because I rely on the income or anything. I do very, very, very good. I don't need to do it. I have multiple businesses and multiple companies. Okay? It's just that you got to keep it in the right perspective. If you don't keep it in the right perspective, some people have kept it in the wrong perspective, and now we're seeing this stuff happening. And it's sad because a lot of more good people are being affected negatively than bad people. When it comes to Vegas, okay, hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's good out here. There's a lot of people who are making livings in Vegas, who are not complaining, who will not want to be employees. You know what I'm saying? And speaking about speaking about entrepreneurs, let's talk about what it is to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, most of these so-called entrepreneurs in rideshare who consider themselves entrepreneurs aren't technically entrepreneurs, don't have multiple businesses before ride-sharing came to their state. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody is in ride-sharing, you know that Uber and Lyft all recommend for you to get a sole prop. Okay?
Put you in danger if you're ever in an accident. That person that got injured can take everything that you own.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
and
But before we get there, though, hold on 1 second. I don't mean to take over the conversation.
No, go ahead, man. Feel free. That's why you're here. That's why you guys are here.
And so Uber and Lyft recommends they show people how to get business license. You know what I'm saying? Probably over 90% of the drivers in Nevada, okay, easily, and in California on the West Coast, never had business license before ride sharing. You know what I'm saying? All these people, most of the ride sharers, all were told what to do and where to go and how much to pay and all this stuff, how their business license. Okay? Uber and Lyft basically is telling you how to be an entrepreneur. Okay? Programming your mind, but you're not really an entrepreneur. Okay?
Well,
I'm sorry.
And that's where I'm going to speak up, one, because, like you say, everybody thinks they're these entrepreneurs. If you're a true entrepreneur, your business would not be able to be taken away from you at the snap of a finger. And right now, that's what's happening out here in the rideshare. You fart in the wrong direction, and let's face it, you're deactivated. So if you were a true entrepreneur, like he's saying, you wouldn't be able to lose your business at the snap of somebody else's finger.
Exactly.
You're the one that would control your business. This is like he feels it was a part-time gig. I did it as a full-time gig.
It's okay to do that.
And like he said, it's okay to do that. His way of doing it is different. You have a lot of people out here
it's okay to work it full-time. You know what I'm saying? But keep it in the right perspective at the same time.
If
it stops working for you, you know what I'm saying? It's not enough money for you and you're falling behind. I'm sorry. Get another job. Okay? It's common sense, people. It's common sense. And California said, oh my, Uber Lyft is making me, oh my God, Uber Lyft is making me work for $7, you know, and I had to drive 25 miles and I didn't get paid until I paid. They're not making you do nothing. Okay? They're not making you do anything. And you're doing it yourself. So you need to keep it in the right perspective. There's nothing wrong with working for Uber and Lyft full time. If it works for you, it works for you. People have different circumstances. You know what I'm saying? If it works for you, it works for you. However, you know, anytime it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. You know, it's not up to Uber and Lyft to dictate your life and tell you you need to do this and you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? No, it's up to you because you're the adults, and there's a whole bunch of other jobs out here, there's a whole bunch of other jobs and other opportunities to do.
And I have said that myself, that if you can't get it to work for you, find something else. Quit. Get another job. And that's exactly what they're saying. Like I said, he does it for fun. It's his part-time little thing to have fun. Same here with Scott. I did it to make a living. But you have drivers out here like myself that took the time to do it properly. You have people like Gio in Chicago. He can do it. He does it because he knows how and he knows what he's doing. People like us in the car, Gio, stuff like that, we do it because we hustled, we learned the business of Uber and Lyft. We learned how to make that money. Even with lower rates, we learned. But now we have a bunch of drivers that are possibly affecting the whole country, not because of Uber and Lyft, because of themselves. Because of themselves. They knew sooner or later the rates were going to go lower. They knew this. It's been happening. They also know that if you don't hustle, you don't make that money. And what better way is to live a life is just to have it handed to you. And these gentlemen here, they go out here, they work every day. I work every day. We don't get anything handed to us. And that's part of having a business. If you think you're an entrepreneur and having a business, is going out and make the business work for you. Not expect the government or other drivers to make it work for you.
It is so true. It's so true. Real entrepreneurs make solutions, not excuses. Okay? There's a difference between making excuses and making complaints and making solutions.
Because if you left the Uber and Lyft, they're just going to take advantage of you and burn you out.
Exactly.
You're going to work 80, 90, 100 hours just to make the bills meet. You got to think about it before you do.
Yeah, and not only that, you already have RIDESHARE, Uber, Lyft dictating enough stuff for you as it is. So if you can't get it to work for you, you can't blame Uber and Lyft. Like he said, Lyft and Uber is not dictating that you stay doing it and driving.
Exactly. Always remember, okay, this is from a real entrepreneur, okay? We're sitting in a $90,000 car right now, okay? Now, I'm not saying that because I'm all this and all that. No, I'm no different than this man right here. I'm no different than this man right here, okay? Right. But I say that to make this point, okay? Businesses are, or all companies are all in business for one purpose and one purpose only. That is one thing, and that's to generate money. Okay, it's to make money. Whatever is in the best interest of the business, they don't care. And then, how do I say? It doesn't have feelings. They don't care about you and your circumstance. It does not care. And even if it acts like it cares, it really doesn't. Because the most important thing for that business to do is generate capital. Okay, and I got to where I got to in life, and then in terms of business, number one is by the Almighty God in the heavens. Number one, okay, that's the Almighty God in the heavens. Number one, I put Him first, okay, in my life. Then number two, you know what I'm saying? Every move that I make and every move that you make should be a stepping stool to get you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Should get to the next level, and that's the next level. In other words, it should be temporary, because you should have a better plan. You should always have goals that you're getting to. Once you get to this goal, okay, now it's time to set 2 and 3 higher goals.
Yeah,
okay,
that's just designed to be a feeling.
But you got these drivers who are trying to make this like, a living, not a living, a lifelong living. And that's where you're going wrong. That's where you're messing up the game for everybody, because it was never meant to be a lifelong career for you to feed yourself and your whole family on and pay your bills and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame Uber and Lyft. And I'm not sticking up for them at all, okay? Because I don't stand for Uber and Lyft. I don't stand for, I don't stand for even the drivers. Let's be honest. And I stand for myself when it comes to making progression. Okay, I'm trying to get ahead in life. I'm not trying to knock anybody or make it harder for them to get ahead in life. But I'm a man. I stand for myself. I'm trying to get ahead in life, and you should be too. You know what I'm saying? All entrepreneurs think this way. All true successful entrepreneurs think that way. Not all entrepreneurs, okay? Exactly. All successful entrepreneurs think that way.
Go ahead, Scott.
And then all entrepreneurs, you got to get used to being uncomfortable 24/7.
Yeah, and you can't. And if you really want to consider yourself an entrepreneur, you like LT saying, you do it for yourself. You don't expect the government to give it to you.
Thank you.
That's not how it works. That's why California is messing it up for everybody.
That's why.
And everybody knows I usually don't give my thoughts on it very much, because it's one of those things that's gonna take time to figure out what's gonna happen. But as history has proven over and over again, Uber and Lyft don't care, and they're gonna do whatever it is to make your guys' life miserable as much as they can. And if you really feel that you're a true entrepreneur, and don't ask the government to help you, because the government's not here to help. They're not going to help you. They're going to make it worse. Look at all the government stuff we deal with. Yeah. It's nonstop. It just makes it worse. So like LT said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're getting pretty long. But like I said, I want to thank these two gentlemen. These are the real deal. This is what you have on the streets. We don't have people just standing there waving signs wanting everything to be, wanting to be the businessman, but yet have my business given to me.
Yes.
It's not how it works.
Yes.
You got to go out and get that business for yourself.
Yes.
Hustle.
You got to do it yourself. You can't rely on Uber. You can't rely on Lyft. You can't rely on the government. You can't rely on anybody except yourself. We like to take this time to really, and then I like to take this time to thank the Crybaby Rideshare.
Me too.
He's inspiring. Thank you for inspiring me. You know what I'm saying?
Me.
Showing heart, showing courage, and putting your blood, your sweat, and tears out into your videos. It's refreshing seeing that, because all these other cats who are acting like they're helping drivers ain't helping nobody but themselves. Oh my gosh, they bash Uber and Lyft every single day. They make videos, yet you're going to train drivers. You're going to use your whole fleet to lease out to drivers. You are going to actually get more subscriptions because you're, you know, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? You're bashing YouTube, and yet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, if I can talk, helping drivers in, you know what I'm saying, and training them. I'm sorry, man, the game needs to stop. None of that's going out here in Vegas, so we're here to tell you that. And this man, he's the ambassador. He's got heart. He's representing Vegas. As far as today, from the day, you know what I'm saying, from what we've seen, man, let me tell you, I'd like to thank you personally, and just show you support. I want to encourage you to keep doing that, because we need that. We need that in the game these days.
And I really appreciate that, guys. And you guys know from day one when I started my channel that I said I was about the driving community, and that's what I'm here for.
Yes.
Is driving community. Like I said, I've told you guys plenty of times. I could care less
You want
about.
to see the driving community, you know what I'm saying, somebody that really cares, is this man right here. Just check his videos. Oh my, check his videos, you know what I'm saying? And then in some of them, yo, I ain't gonna lie, he's shedding tears. Okay? He's crying. You see his heart, you see his soul. You know this man is sincere. You know this man is trying to help. He's not trying to gain a subscriber base and stuff no. He's a sincere dude right here.
And he's not trying like other drivers that do videos, work both sides of the fence.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've always been, like I said, day one, for the drivers in the drivers community, I've always kept myself open. The gentleman reached out to me. As you can see, boom, I'm here because they have stuff to get off their minds. They have things to say, and this is, like I said, the real drivers. I've told you guys before, my subscriber count does not matter to me. Making money off this YouTube does not matter to me. I've always been here for these guys. You saw it in my shout outs earlier. I show everybody utmost respect and love because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to make money off you. Never have, never will. And I'm not here to be loved by everybody. As you guys know, I'm not. But you know what? I take everybody's criticism. I let everybody speak their own mind, just like I did tonight with these two gentlemen, speak their own minds. But this is what's really happening out here in Vegas. Is you have two actual drivers. These gentlemen have minds for themselves.
Yeah,
they have minds for
good
themselves.
Out here. Rideshare is not bad at all.
Yeah, rideshare is not bad.
It's good.
Exactly.
It's good in Vegas.
Just
Not
don't
like
let
California.
that stuff in California come out.
Exactly, but you're looking at two hustlers here, a big hustler here.
That's right, big
and so
yes, keep that stuff in Cali. It's not going out here in Vegas.
Yeah. And it's not going to work because you have a city here of hustlers. You have a city out here that they're hustlers,
true entrepreneurs.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't want everything given to us like it's being given to everybody else, because all you do is put yourself under more control of the companies.
Exactly.
And so you just defeated your own purpose.
Not only that, you put yourself under control of the state too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's how it works. You're putting yourselves at more risk of being exactly what you don't want to be, and that's controlled by the companies. You're doing it to yourself. And you got two drivers here that don't want anything to do with it. I wouldn't want anything to do with it. Like I said, I keep my to the minimum on that because we're going to see how it goes. But just remember, guys, in the back of your head, Lyft and Uber has found more than one way to screw you over.
Let me tell you, Uber and Lyft has way more weapons than you can ever use against them.
There
Way
you go.
more weapons. You can't dictate. You can't tell a company to do something. Even if you try to force it through the government, it still's got more weapons. Look at what happened in New York. You know, oh my God, for anybody that want to open their mouth and try to be employees and try to be like the referral professor and stuff like that, okay, cool, follow him. You'll end up just like California and New York.
Yep, there you go. You hear it from drivers themselves. how they feel about it. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this video off. Like I said, I would love to thank these gentlemen, Scott, LT, for coming out here. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the support of all my subscribers. And remember, guys, you are the creator of your own destiny.
You're the creator, not Uber.
No,
Yeah.
it's all you.
There you go.
You put the work in, you will get rewarded.
That's right. You create your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. And we all know Lyft and Uber ain't. So have a good night, guys. Once again, thank you to these two gentlemen. We'll see you guys later. Good night.